Hey folks, Steve Urban here from recruiting and consulting firm Riderflex. We have a brand new free tool to provide you information, help, and advice about your career. And I want to tell you a little bit about it. We've created a new GPT in the ChatGPT store. It's called Steve Urban's Career Coaching by Riderflex. It is truly a daily interactive career coach that you can chat with, ask questions. It'll provide all kinds of information around career advice, job interviewing tips, LinkedIn advice, resume advice, etc. Now, if you go to the ChatGPT store, there's already thousands, millions of GPTs, lots of people throwing GPTs in there around building resumes, career advice, uh, career coaching, etc. So there's already a lot of GPTs like that in the store. But the reason I want to encourage you to check out our specific GPT is because it has the Riderflex style, personality, opinions, etc. And it has my personal take on all kinds of topics around LinkedIn advice, resume advice, career advice, etc. We've taken the time to plug in the transcripts from the books that we've published. We've taken the time to plug in transcripts from the Riderflex podcast on all the career advice and job interviewing tips that we've done on the podcast. So that gives you the opportunity to ask it questions and you'll get answers really with the Riderflex tone, the Riderflex style, the Riderflex opinion, Steve Urban's take on things, etc. And that's why I think specific GPTs are important to try and use versus just going to ChatGPT and asking general questions, because you're going to get a generalized answer. If you ask Riderflex questions, we're going to give you our opinion. And it's true. A lot of recruiters, most recruiters have a different slant, a different take, a different opinion on what your LinkedIn profile should look like, what your resume should look like, career advice, direction, strategies. Like you could call 10 recruiters and you'd probably get 10 different answers on most topics. And that's why it's important, I think, to try out the Riderflex GPT, compare it to others, test it. By the way, we're continually working on it and feeding it information to help you. If you ask it a question and you get answers back that you're concerned about or confused about, feel free to let us know. Send me a direct email, ask me. I'll help elaborate or try and clarify how it should have answered. And we can make corrections to it if you get something that doesn't look right. Now, we do have, of course, a lot of other information and platforms for you to grab information from. We've launched 2 books, the Riderflex Guide series on Amazon. One is about hiring and inspiring, and the other book is about mastering job interviews. I encourage you to check those books out on Amazon. By the way, Mastering Job Interviews, our 2.0 version, is free with Kindle Unlimited. Our podcast, the Riderflex Podcast, free, of course. You can check it out on YouTube, Spotify, or anything else. We have over 1,000 clips on there with all kinds of advice and tips around job interviewing, career advice, interviews with guests that provide all kinds of information. So you have the podcast, you have the books, now you have the GPT, all of which can help you in your career journey. And that's really what we want to try to do, is provide as much information for you as we can and try to give you as much information and tools for free as we can. Now, the books, the paper books, if you purchase those aren't free, but the podcast is free, the GPT is free, and it's all designed to help you in your journey. And we want to give you our personal company take on things so that it provides you with an additional tool beyond just asking GPT a general question. Finally, I want to mention this. Riderflex does provide what we call candidate services if you want to get more personal and go deeper. If you want to schedule time one-on-one with me in a video chat, I'll spend an hour with you. I'll give you a full presentation back on what I think you should do, what strategies we should try, advice on your LinkedIn profile, advice on your resume. We'll redo your resume in LinkedIn, and I'll spend a lot of time with you and give you lots of feedback. We're doing that regularly now. In fact, you can go to my personal profile on LinkedIn and see written recommendations from people that we have helped. You can check our reviews on Google, where people have said great things about the service that we provide. And so we do have that. If you want to spend a little bit of money, a few $100s here and there, we can go deeper with you personally, and we do provide those services. By the way, very affordable. A lot of these headhunter type big firms to help you in your career are charging thousands of dollars. We don't do that. You can go to the Riderflex website and check out our services, our candidate services, and for a few $100s, you can spend time with me personally, and I'll do everything I can to help you and provide you with advice. Folks, we hope this new GPT we've created will help you. I encourage you to use it. Pretend like it's a friend or an advisor that you can just ask questions all day long. And again, if you get some answers you don't like or you're confused about, feel free to send me a direct email. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day.